How often do you use your car?
We can't change anything if we're killed by a car.
No. You know, we buy all this stuff and then we throw it away.
Yeah.
And that's a privilege that is not good for the environment and it's not good for our minds. Because it's much better to have people make quality things and use those things and love those things and earn those things, even they might cost more money, instead of just being able to buy anything. Like the Chinese workers, they're paying the price for our cheap junk. The U.S. is classically using too many resources. Yes. Denmark is just as bad, actually, but you know, the U.S. is the symbol of overuse. The Western civilization guilty of everything. We have a debt to the third world because they pay the cost of our cheap products.
You know, changing the whole world in like 15 days during the time. You can't. You have to. You can start with your surroundings. You just start talking with your friends, your family, your neighbors, and start changing things from there. I think. So I could buy a small car or something, and that could be a beginning. But I think it's better changing from the inside. It's the same with politics or meaning anything. Start with the people around you. Then you can do a difference.
You wrote that you want to get your European passport.
Yes.
How do you think that the European passport would make a better world?
I mean it in the way that when I watched the news last night, they showed that a report had been leaked to the press stating that Denmark, Great Britain and America already made a full agreement about what climate change is.
That's rumors, yeah.
So if this is true, the whole conference is actually a scam, because the elite that normally decides everything, they get to decide anyway. So I would like to give my European passport to one of the delegates from 200 countries that are visiting now, to give them a voice in this debate, an honest voice, because I believe that only the elite is being heard anyway.
The real problem is that the citizen voice doesn't count as much as the political voice.
I think a citizen voice from within the European Union counts more than one of the delegate voices from a third world country. They're not being taken seriously at all. So why are they invited then? It's just for show, I think.
So you mean everything is decided from the beginning and then this is just...
I think maybe the details will be worked out later to give something back to the public, but I think the big ground rules are already laid down, because if they would have to change, it means too much financial cut down for the big corporations. So they're not willing to do that, I think.
So how the citizen can have more power?
I think...
How can we change things? Because it has always been like this. They decide for us, but these are democracies. That means that if they are there, they are allowed to decide.
Maybe the first step could be to recognize that what we call democracy is maybe not as democratic as we're led to believe. We have to question the decisions that are made, and also the processes of the decisions, and try to interact as much as we can with the people in charge, instead of leaning back.
So better democracy.
Yes.
And change to our civilization and our way to consume.
Yes. And the people that are born into having more rights than other people, they should really use that. Stand up and do something. It's so easy to lean back when you're safe.
Definitely, because I think action without reflection is not going to work. You need both. Only reflection is not good. Only action is not good either.
So I change it to cutting down.
Cutting down on CO2 emissions and talking.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think white people got all the privilege, so it's not so good to get. Well, we have everything. We have the power, the money, and white. And it's impossible to change, but it's a thing. Well, we should learn to really exchange from other people. Hey, watch out, the back! Watch out, behind, watch out! To learn and exchange and talk and get information. And
why it is a privilege to be white? Well, you mean that we're dominating the planet?
yeah, and we absolutely do not care about African or Maldives people, or even we see postcards of the sea on the little island. We will be under the water, under the sea level in a couple of years, but it's postcard. Just
So I think it's a project of just
I just saw in the newspaper yesterday the same picture, but it was about a nice and beautiful trip you can do in Kenya for a safari. It was just the same picture we see in the street saying "Save the climate," and it was, yeah, go to Kenya and go to Kenya and get a nice safari by plane, and but where? And use and pollute the water in Kenya, which is still maybe pure, I don't know.
because it wouldn't be very attractive.
C'était la même image.
This is the paradox of our civilization.
Yeah. So we can pay Kenya, and we can fly there and use everything. They don't have much, but take all of their money by the nature. They are rich by the nature, and we take it, and then we come back here, and we really have a good, beautiful suntan, and we are fat. And I saw at the airport Sunday guys like that, really wealthy, really fat, coming from abroad with
Exactly.
really well bronzed, well tanned, and yeah. That's nice. They went to an island somewhere in Africa to get the sun, and they came back here under the grey sky. But I think we will have no other choice than to share.
There's definitely something wrong, because you have half of the planet which is overweighted, and the other half that is hungry.
Yeah. And 20% dies, 10% I don't know, is starving. Yeah. 10, yeah.
But how can we change civilization? How can we change mentalities? How can we share?
We will not do it. It's like the Roman civilization of the Aztec in Mexico.
The ideal world doesn't exist.
We will disappear in some way, but
Like
we will
dinosaurs.
still be there. But something else will be born of that.
We could get some time with him afterwards.
I'm coming in. I'm coming in. Osmond, right?
How can we live without cars?
We can live without cars by minimizing them, but not totally living without them, because we don't have other means of transport. Unless you're going a shorter distance, then it means you can always walk or use a bike. Then you can give up on a car. But I was basing my case on Africa, where we have a lot of cars, and the rich people believe that if they own a car, they are rich, and therefore I'm suggesting, even if I have a car today, I'll not use it. I'll try and use maybe bike, because it contributes less or zero to the environment pollution. So to curb the pollution or to deal with the pollution, I will not use a car unless it really forces me, but I will try to reduce on using the car. Yeah.
Then maybe
So how can we live without microwave?
How I can live without microwave? Well, I can stop preheating my food.
Can I ask you a personal question then, like your own hypocrisy? How would you judge that?
Well, I think my hypocrisy would be that I am I'm for more development of poor countries.
Yeah.
And I think that should be the issue, not climate.
Yeah.
But basically, I'm in a campaign right now, and I've made a compromise.
Okay.
Machiavelli had a good statement, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes the ends justify the means, but not always. Sometimes.
Yes.
What do you think?
No, I think I can be a big hypocrite, like wanting to change the world by changing others.
Right.
And maybe failing to change myself.
I see.
I don't know. It's a constant like critical pointing finger. I try to remember to lift.
Okay.
And I have to ask myself, am I just thinking about everybody else's fault and wrongs, or am I also remembering to try to improve myself?
Right.
When it comes to not throwing the battery in the trash, when it comes to, you know, taking out the ads we get in the mail and throw them in the paper recycling bin.
All right. But do you think that's going to save the world?
Partly, because if nobody does it, it really is going to be the opposite effect.
Okay. But I think some actions are more effective than others. You know, like
but not everybody can be.
It's like, you know, you go down the street and you have these NGOs, people trying to make you sign up.
Yeah.
But you pay for your bad conscience.
Yeah.
You're not actually doing anything.
But I'm doing that by working with this.
Yeah, okay.
I'm paying for my bad conscience in a way.
Right.
By running here with you.
So how do you think this is going to change anything?
I don't know. I hope we can change the attitude of others to maybe stop throwing out the batteries.
We're going...
Yeah. We have to go a little bit slower.
Everybody has been here really pushed on the negotiations.
Watch your head.
Yeah. And then we will have people and Christmas.
We are hypocrite.
So your hypocrisy level in your own life, how is that?
Yeah.
Do you have self-criticism, or do you think it's more important to focus on hypocrisy outwards in the big scale?
Well, we live in a city and under highways.
Yeah.
We run on the highways.
Yeah.
So it is. I think one day I just saw today a commercial in the Dunks newspaper.
Yeah.
On the second page or third page, but it was Renault who said, "Wait a little, in the 4 years we will give you a zero CO2 car."
Up here, hey! Yeah.
But well, it's in 3-4 years, and until then we still have oil to sell.
Yeah.
And those cars are quite small. Everybody use big ones.
Yeah.
And it's not the thing that's.
It's not solving anything. It's.
No.
So,
you have comments about hypocrisy?
Yes, I think that we have a system that's bigger than the people that forces us to be hypocrites all the time. And I think the best thing you can be is a well-informed hypocrite.
Yes. Vil du komme med mig? Jeg har nogle spørgsmål at stille dig. Vi skal op foran for at kunne tale sammen. Har du nogle kommentarer til... do you have any comments to hypocrisy?
Yes, I guess if you want to go without the hypocrisy, you have to have a straight philosophy or concept, but it's very difficult to follow it all the way.
Isn't there like a limit before it turns to hypocrisy? If you throw out the battery one time, is it still hypocrisy?
Yeah, that's a good question. Then you have to define the hypocrisy.
Yeah, exactly. The definition of hypocrisy is then also important.
Going outside hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's difficult.
It is. Definitely. Can I ask you?
Maybe it also feels like moral hypocrisy. If you feel like you have to lower your standards for your activism to fit the society.
Yeah.
I experienced in my work that you start out campaigns, you want to do something and change things.
Yeah.
And then eventually you have to play along with some of the big companies to get your message out there. So in that sense, sometimes you have to give a little to create something bigger. But it still feels like hypocrisy to work with them.
But is that hypocrisy?
I don't know. It feels like it. I hope it's not.
Maybe it's a personal definition what is hypocrisy or what is not.
Yeah, true. I try to keep the bigger goal in mind.
Okay.
Then it feels better.
Okay, so your definition of hypocrisy is that if you have to throw out 10 batteries from your camera, but you're making an exhibition that hopefully will make 10 people never throw out their batteries again.
Yes.
You have done a good thing.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Like, for example, I have this big campaign going about the rich West and the lack of help for the poor. So I want to send hospital equipment to Africa. But to do so, I have to promote Masklight. I have to promote Jysk. I have to promote Carlsberg. All the big companies helping me. Without them, it's impossible.
So you mean maybe hypocrisy is a natural part of our function?
Sometimes it has to be, because it's about the language you have to speak to make the crowd listen.
Am I putting words in your mouth by saying that you are then a hypocrite, but you also realize that you are? But you're still a hypocrite.
But I try to do it in a sense that it's still worth it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like conscious hypocrisy is acceptable.
Yes, as long as you understand what you're doing.
Well, you're running off of the big corporations that like your reliance is on them for your plans to happen, right? I feel like those companies don't have to be immoral in the way they work or hypocritical in the way they work. But I think the way they're structured now and the way everything around the whole society is structured towards them, that has to change. And then maybe hypocrisy won't be part of their first instinct in achieving anything.
If we could create a language that is not solely based on advertising, that would help a lot.
That's true. That too.
But it's if the advertisement, and it's a question for you guys as well, if advertisement is pushed towards buying good will from consumers by doing actual climate friendly or socially friendly initiatives, is it still hypocrite?
No. And
I feel like someone's benefiting more than anyone else. There's always someone benefiting the most.
We should slow down a bit so we get more of the other people with us.
And without sounding super pessimistic, it seems to me like the whole climate conference here is more of one big advertisement campaign for what good the companies are doing. And I'm doubting what will happen when the conference is over. Like for real.
For real. When this giant ad campaign is finished.